So I don't know if it's going to work, and you know what it's like with new recipes. This one is sunflower seed and pumpkin seed, and it's a loaf. So unlike the meatloaf, this is a loaf, and it's very good apparently. I haven't done it before, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. So I have, can you see any of this? Probably not, my little thing isn't round. Okay, let's have a look. Whoops. Whoa, that's a bit humor. What are we doing here? Let's turn this around. Okay, so, right. I have, this is my apple I'm just eating. So of course sunflowers, pepitas. I put them in my coffee grinder. Which is here. Okay, so it was in my coffee grinder, so it ground them up really fine. You can do it also in a mortar and pestle if you have one. A stone one is probably better than wood. Wood's not really good for doing the seeds. Or you can put it in the blender, and that would probably do just as well. So anyway, I've ground them up, so it makes like a flour mix. And that's a cup of sunflower and a cup of pepitas. Now I have half a teaspoon of salt. I mean, I would probably put a bit more in because I like it a little bit saltier. And I've got a tablespoon, and I have, this is rosemary out of the garden, and I've just cut it finely, really fine. But you may want to use dried. This is fresh. Smells good. And a tablespoon of, oh no, that was parsley, sorry. That was parsley. This is the fresh. I thought that smelt a bit funny. So I have, I had a heaped tablespoon of rosemary. Oh yeah, that's it. But it does break down once you've chopped it. So in it goes into the bowl. And then I've got garlic. So I've got 2 garlics. And just get that into it. So yeah, like I said, this is a new recipe, guys, so don't know how it's going to turn out. I will be putting it on for 45 minutes, which is a long time, so I'll have to get back to you with a photo in my blog there on my page with the actual, how it turned out. I think I can add it to this as well, this live. So, oh, that garlic smells good. So it's really hot today. After all this rain, we're getting really hot weather as it tries to dry out all this wet. But you know, the garden is really, really soggy everywhere. It's just soggy everywhere, and so we're not getting enough sunny days between the rain to really dry it up. But at least one thing, I found that it has killed a few things. My dandelion did not survive the whole transplant, so I transferred it into the garden. But yeah, the water just, the water basically just, yeah, gobbled it up and decided to not allow it to live. So that's it there. Scrape that out into there. Now, very good. So these are the few wet ingredients that are in this recipe. It's quite simple. And then I have carrot, which I blended sorry about that noise, which I blended. You can mash it if you have a good masher. So what you want to do is steam it or just boil it. I cut it into tiniest pieces so it doesn't need long if you chop it finely, and that's about 3 carrots. I probably should have put larger carrots in. I've only put medium size, so I hope this is going to be enough moisture. But we'll see. Yeah, just see how colourful that is. Look at the colour of it. Oh, you can't even really see the colour. It is really, yeah, that's not showing the colour very well. I wonder why that is. Why isn't this thing showing the colour? Let's turn this light off and see what happens. Hang on. Wait a minute. No, it didn't really. But anyway, it's really a lovely colour. It's beautiful. That doesn't show a lovely colour. I don't know why. Can't we fix that? Can we fix the colour of the orange? I don't know why it's not colourful. Anyway, in we go. And is that all the ingredients? So I think that's it. Just want to pour a little coffee. I got some coffee. I percolated it this morning, my homegrown coffee, and I'm just going to whack some maple syrup in to make it a little sweet. And give that a stir. Okay. So I'm having apple and coffee. Probably be awake all night now. It's the afternoon. Okay. Hang on a minute and I'll start stirring. That's beautiful. Okay, so then I'm going to, everything's in there. Beautiful. And I'm going to mix it up. What else have I been doing? I've been clearing a trolley. I obtained a trolley with wheels for my dehydrator. I've just got it out in the garden. I've just washed it. Yeah, it is. Actually, that is enough. That's enough moisture. I was a little bit hesitant about that. I thought I would have to add water, but no, it's actually mixing up beautifully. And I think, they were the ingredients in it, but I think you could put probably, a nice Italian mix of herbs in here, or, even some other vegetable, ground up. I'm not really sure. But I'm just doing it as the recipe says. I'm not adding. I have stopped myself from doing any naughty thing, which you know me, I do. So hang on. Okay, this looks pretty good. Okay, and I have lined a baking tray. Don't forget, if you've got baking paper and you can't fit it in, scrunch it up and then fit it in. It will sit lovely and flat. All right. Well, I reckon that's enough stirring. And I'm going to, pop it into the container. I don't know if you can see that, can you there? Okay. Yeah, and I wasn't sure, when you're thinking about it, 1 cup of sunflower and 1 cup of pepitas, that doesn't seem like a lot of ingredients, does it? But then once you've milled it and turned it into a flour type substance, it actually looks pretty good, and there's a fair bit of it. So let's get a knife here. So then once that's in here, we have to kind of flatten it out. So what I'm going to do is flatten it down and press it into the container. So they say to press it well, because if you don't press it well, apparently it doesn't bind very well. You can put some tapioca flour or potato flour or something like that in. I think she said she uses, gosh, I can't remember what it was, something else. But anyway, I'm going to not put anything in this trial because I want to see how it goes, and then I'll add my own ingredients after. Push, push, push. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. Flatten it off now. And, okay, let's get this off. Can't waste any of the ingredients. Pepitas and sunflowers don't cost a lot. And if you like meatloaf, I mean, I wasn't really fussed on meatloaf as a kid, but I think, you know, a bit of onion would go really lovely in here. This hasn't got any onion in it. And so I'm thinking, oh, geez, I could really add that, and I'd really like that. So I might put this in the oven. The oven has been warming up at 200. Okay. I might just pick it up a bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. I can't even smooth it out. What's going on? That's all that happened. Okay. Da-da-da, that's what it looks like, folks. So it's going into the oven 45 minutes. I will come back at some point and show you what happens. It's a long time. So, yeah, I can't just keep this video running and talking today because I'm out of words today. I've been doing so much. Things have been happening. I'm getting new drawers put in over there, over here. See that cupboard there? That will be drawers, and there'll be some more drawers over there eventually. That's what's happening, and I've had the guy over. This is going in the oven. Okay, 45 minutes. Set an alarm. Don't walk away without setting the alarm, otherwise it's going to be... See, I've got this alarm over here on the stove that I've never used because I don't really know how to use it. How embarrassing that I don't know how to use it. But I know how to reset it so that the alarm doesn't go off. Maybe I'll have a play with it so I can learn rather than... But then my phone one is just as good. Okay, recipe, guys. Hang on. This is this version. Can you? Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So that's someone's, I borrowed that recipe. I'm going to change it, obviously, because I'm like that. But I thought, yeah, well, we'll have a look. Otherwise, we'll scrap this video because it might not turn out to be as nice as I think. But it smells pretty good. All right. Ciao for now, everyone. Oh, hang on. It's always the way. Oh, here.